Dream Transformations, working toward a higher dream consciousness.
As we become aware of our patterns, we then have the opportunity to make choices. So look through your dream and discover all the potential choices you had available to you, even if you weren't aware of them during the dream. Try to find as many places in the dream where you would have had options if you had only thought of them. Remember your dream symbol from the last workout. It had a lot of ideas for choices. For example, in my dream, I had the choice of attitude to take to the stack of papers on my desk, the choice of how to deal with my desk, of what to say to Mary, of what to do with the flower, and so on. Now you look through your dream and see if you can find all the choice points you had.
I review all the choices I made in the dream. Hit the pause button to give yourself more time. Now we're going on to step 2.
Now for each of the choice points that you discovered, write out a couple of options that were potentially available to you. Then compare your actual choice with the options that you had. For example, in my dream, my choice to worry over the stack of papers rather than to simply begin working on them reflects my tendency to dwell on things rather than taking action. My choice to work at a messy desk reflects a tendency to allow things to overwhelm me rather than develop a strategy for dealing with them. Now you write about what your choices relative to your options reflect about you.
I reflect upon the meaning of my choices in the dream. Hit the pause button to give yourself more time. Now we're going on to step 3.
Now I'm going to ask you to switch gears for a moment. Go back to some time in your past where you felt especially good about yourself. Perhaps it was a special moment where you were really in tune with your abilities. You were feeling especially high. Take a moment to savor the mood of that experience. Then write down what happened and how you felt during that time.
I reflect upon a past experience of being at my peak. Hit the pause button to give yourself more time. Now we're going on to step 4.
That was a special time in your life, and you experienced certain important feelings. Write out a motto that expresses the essential truth of that peak experience. I recall an experience of heightened creativity, where after struggling with a problem for a long time, I finally was able to achieve a creative breakthrough. I was feeling a great sense of exhilaration and gratitude. As I reflect on that experience, I begin to write words and phrases that capture the essence of the moment. Struggle, victory, exhaustion, a flow of energy, a radiating smile all over my body. I persisted and was successful. Hang in there. It's darkest before the dawn. Having to struggle doesn't mean I'm not a capable person. If I hang in there, then my agony of frustration is but the birth pangs of the ecstasy of creation. There, that seems to be a good motto for me. Before you begin, take a moment to center yourself in your breathing. Just as you can trust your breath, so you can trust your writing. As you meditate upon the special feeling in your peak experience, you can trust your moving pencil to write out a motto that will express an important truth from your higher self.
I am inspired to create a personal motto based upon my peak experience. Hit the pause button to give yourself more time. Now we're going on to step 5.
Now, while you're still in the mood of your peak experience, use your motto as a guide to suggest how you might have done the dream differently. If you were following the wisdom of your personal motto while you were in this dream, what different assumptions or choices would you have made? How might you have behaved differently? Now, I want you to rewrite your dream using your personal motto as a guide to create a totally new version that expresses the wisdom of your higher consciousness. For example, using my motto as a guide, I rewrite my dream like this. When I see that I'm back at work at the insurance company, I accept the situation as an opportunity to provide myself with a boost to my self-confidence, the best security there is, the rock of self-esteem. I look at the papers on my desk and organize them into the files in the drawers, leaving a single paper on my desk that I will work on first. When Mary comes to visit me, I welcome her friendship and invite her to sit down with me at the desk. I take the flower she offers and place it in a vase on the middle of my desk, and we spend a moment looking at the beautiful arrangement made by the flower, the paper, and the desktop. We contemplate the natural partnership between hard work and inspiration, and how wonderful they can feel together in an atmosphere of self-confidence and companionship. When Mary mentions lunch, I suggest we call out to have lunch delivered, and we use the desk as a picnic table for a feast. Now you rewrite your dream. Let the mood inspired by your personal motto guide you in writing a new version of your dream.
I rewrite my dream to reflect the actions of my higher consciousness. Hit the pause button to give yourself more time. Now we're going on to step 6.
How did you enjoy making your dream come out differently? Do you remember doing that as a child? It gives the feeling that you can make a difference in your life by the choices that you make. One important choice you can make right now is to decide to do something with your dream interpretation. If you actually do something on the basis of a new idea you got from this dream work, then I'm willing to bet you that you're going to get another dream in the future that's going to help you get even more understanding. To conclude this workout, write down some of the implications of this revised dream. Write down some things that you might actually do to put these insights into practice. Then decide on one thing and make a commitment to actually try it out in practice. Reflecting on my dream, for example, I note that I can learn to recognize when my self-confidence is low, to learn to use worrying or security seeking as a clue to alert me that I need to work on my self-confidence. Not to worry, but to clear my head, allowing my mind to focus on just one thing at a time. With a clear head, it will be easier to invite that familiar, be your own best friend feeling to keep me company and to appreciate the flower of inspiration that self-acceptance can bring. One thing I can do then is try to catch myself every time I am worrying. Take a deep breath and let my mind get clear. Just to be able to catch myself when I am worrying and prove to myself that I have the choice to relax would be an important next step for me. So now you use inspirational writing to allow your inner wisdom to guide you to develop a plan for something you can do to put your dream interpretation into practice.
I write out a plan of action to test the implications of my dream interpretation ideas.